All right, let's get right into it. We're going to walk through a system that's already helping dentists, med spas, and chiropractors pull in thousands of dollars in revenue they were missing out on. And they're often seeing these results in just the first few weeks. If you've ever had that nagging feeling that you're leaving money on the table after hours or when your lines are busy, well, you're about to find out just how much.
Okay, let's kick this off with the number that should be a little shocking. 72%. That's how many potential new patients will hang up the instant they hear your voicemail greeting. They don't wait for the beep, they don't leave a message, they just hang up and immediately call your competitor.
And this chart really shows you where that 72% comes from. You know, the average practice misses about a quarter of all its calls. That can easily be 5, 10, even 15 new patient opportunities every single week. It's like a leaky bucket where your revenue is just dripping out day after day.
And when you actually do the math on that leaky bucket, that gap can add up to $9,000 in lost revenue every single month. I mean, think about that for a second. That's a new piece of equipment, it's staff bonuses, it's a huge marketing campaign, just gone. So the big question is, why does this keep happening?
Let's break down exactly why this problem is so common. It turns out the very systems that most practices are relying on are often the real source of the problem.
So a lot of practices think an answering service is the solution, but let's just compare the two side by side. The old way, the service takes a message, your staff has to find time to call back hours later, and by then, the patient has already booked with someone else who picked up the phone. You're literally paying more money for a slower service that loses you business. It's kind of crazy.
We call this the voicemail graveyard for a reason. This is the quick 4-step journey of a lost patient. The second they hear that voicemail, they start to wonder if you're really available or professional. So they hang up, call the next practice on Google, and boom, that competitor answers and gets the appointment. It happens in minutes. Okay, so if the old systems are broken, what's the fix? Let's look at the solution that plugs this revenue leak for good, because it's built for how patients act today, with an expectation for instant answers, 24/7. And let me be clear, this is not another answering service or some kind of fancy voicemail. This is a true conversational AI voice agent. It answers every call in under 3 seconds. It actually understands what the caller needs. And this is the most important part, it books them directly into your calendar. It secures the revenue right then and there.
So what does this look like in the real world? Here's a perfect example. A patient calls with a high-value dental emergency. Instead of getting a machine, the AI recognizes the urgency in their voice. It immediately checks the calendar and offers specific, real appointment times. The patient feels heard and their problem is solved instantly.
Or how about this one for a med spa? Super common question, right? How much does Botox cost? The AI gives a helpful price range, but then it does something brilliant. It pivots and says, would you like to book a free consultation to get an exact price? It turns a simple question into a booked, high-value appointment.
And this is where it gets really powerful. It's 9:45 at night, a potential personal injury case calls your chiro office. That call would normally go straight to the voicemail graveyard. Instead, the AI gives them real, valuable options immediately, securing a high-value patient long after your staff has gone home. Now, what's happening behind the scenes is just as cool. The system automatically transcribes and organizes every single call. You get the full recording, all the caller's info, and the appointment is already sitting in your calendar with reminders ready to go. And the best part? It's zero manual data entry for your team. So all this technology sounds great, but what does it actually mean for the bottom line? Let's get into the return on investment that practices are seeing right now.
And these aren't just made-up numbers. These are real case studies from the first 30 days. I mean, look at this. A dental practice recovered over $14,000. That's a 72 times return on their investment. Even at the lower end, a chiropractor saw a 9x return. In every single case, the system pays for itself in just the first few days.
And the value here isn't just a one-time thing. It actually compounds over time. Because the system just keeps capturing leads and filling your schedule, the profit just keeps growing. By month 6, you could seriously be looking at over $13,000 in additional monthly profit. And honestly, these are pretty conservative numbers. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but it must be a huge, complicated project to set up. Well, it's actually way faster and easier than you'd imagine. The whole process is basically done for you. It all starts with one simple 20-minute setup call on day 1. By the very next day, the system is live and answering your calls. That's it. Your total time investment to get this entire revenue machine running is less than 30 minutes.
So let's just bring this all back to that first number, that 72%. We know for a fact that the next new patient who calls when your team is busy or after hours is not going to leave a message. That one call could be worth hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars. So the final question is pretty simple. Who's going to answer it?